Hey, great Monday morning. Great Monday evening. It is a great evening in the city of Brownsville, and already need to catch up on the comments. Thank y'all guys for being on YouTube. Oh my God, so negative. Words matter, but only if they offend me. When Republicans use it, urban illegal. Urban, yeah, Urban. Did you watch the Irving program, Frankie?
I did not. Was I supposed to?
It was fun. It was a fun little program. It was interesting. Irving was commenting on me using on one of my posts about the illegal immigrants coming over and testing positive. I think it was 218.
Was that with your when you appeared on Manny's show?
No. We answered to it on Manny's show, but well, it was actually a post, and it went on and on and on and up. Okay, legal, okay, it's dehumanizing. Okay, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, man, yeah, come on the show, and I invited him on the show, Irving, and sure as heck did come on, and same stance, and I think we did okay. Because he was saying that it's not illegal. It's not illegal to the, the crossover without documentation. I said, like, just crossing over without documentation is illegal. I mean, that's what the word entails. It's just a word. Oh, it's dehumanizing. I said everything is dehumanizing to you all. Everything.
You know, we're dealing with this. We have heard how the Border Patrol have been documenting over close to 40,000 people crossing illegally these past few 2-3 months since President Biden's been in office. Have you seen the pictures, Erasmo, of the people in the
Cages?
now? When President Trump was there, it was cages. Now it's called immigration facilities, if I'm not mistaken. We have a problem with our borders that encompasses a lot. We do have we will be having a new congressman up in 2022. How will the voter, how will the elected voters look for a candidate who will be addressing this issue? We here in Brownsville, living on the border and La Frontera, we deal with this a lot. But it is what it is. That is the terminology. If you do not come into this country properly with the proper documentation, take the steps. Technically, you are here illegally, unfortunately. I think we could all agree. I think lately our culture has been a little bit sensitive to many things regarding being politically correct. We deal with this on a day-to-day basis. We have family members, we have friends who aren't documented. We wish them no harm or we no ill will. But it's just a word. In my opinion, it's not dehumanizing. It's just a technical term that has been used. Now, will people get offended by it? Of course, we are sensitive to it. But in no shape or form are we, trying to dehumanize a person by saying that.
I'm just surprised that you have friends.
Well, acquaintances. I'm sorry,
Oh.
acquaintances.
No, I mean, again, yeah, I agree. There's a lot of folks that we have out there that, we know that are, here that came over illegally, that are here without the proper legal documentation. Automatically makes them illegal. It's just, it is what it is. Doesn't mean that we hate them. I mean, some of my best friends are undocumented. Illegal. Hey, Katie. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Katie. Hermosa. Katie. You're going to be the first again, Katie. Actually, Irving was the first. Really, so good. Good evening, Teresa Alamas. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This should be an interesting show. I hope Ms. Leal comes through with some new information. We actually reached out to Marisa. There was a continuance on the case. They're going to have a bench trial. Is that what it's called, Frankie? Bench trial? a bench trial where there is going to be no jury. That ultimately the judge is going to decide. How well that's going to go for Melissa, I do not know. But they have moved it forward till June.
Do we know who the judge is in this case?
Uh, I actually didn't check.
Because there very quickly there was a case out of Hidalgo in which I believe it involved the mission mayor. It was Mayor Ocaña and the previous mayor Beto Salinas. There was a lawsuit filed regarding this same issue regarding votes. There was a few votes that were in question, and the judge for that case was Judge Bonner Dorsey, who did find that there was sufficient evidence for the case for a new election to be done. So it's going to be interesting to see what judge will be presiding over Ms. Leal and Ms. Peña's case regarding this issue regarding the votes, because we can have, I guess, an idea of what their mindset is. Again, no judge prejudges a case. Obviously, everything is done based on the merits, on the facts of each and every case. Every case is different, but we could have an idea more or less of what way possibly this could lead. Now, again, Erasmo, we are 3-4 months away from this November election. Um, and I believe there was 10, 11, 12 votes in question regarding the difference between Ms. Leal and Ms. Peña. Now, I can't think in my head, honestly, 3 months away, how a judge could say, "Oh, we need a new election." Again, anything is possible, but it just seems kind of far fetched to me. What about you?
La veo muy estirada de los pelos. I just find it very, very unlikely. And guys, we did say that Marisa was supposed to be on today. She hasn't responded. I will take into account that they did have a funeral today for her mother-in-law, so that might have of course that takes precedence over anything. But for I just don't know. I've actually had the opportunity. At first, I was very skeptical because I was very, very doubtful in regards to the way that the lawsuit was set out. I mean, I just didn't have any faith in the process of it getting any results. Uh, so I wasn't sure. Now that I've actually seen a couple of those cases, like the one you mentioned, I don't know. It seems to want to make that's a maybe. One of the things that I spoke with Marisa is, and that's what I was hoping she was going to come on here tonight to share with us, was the evidence. One of the things that she did share with me was that um, we all got screwed in this election. Uh, we got screwed in this election. That there was vote harvesting. That the votes were not what they were supposed to be. Some of the votes were flipped. And Lisa claims to state that she. Oh my God! You hit me with that pelona. That claims to state that there's proof that we all got screwed. And again, I don't doubt it because of the. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like that candidate that I'm hanging on to that election, but it just never made sense. The numbers didn't make sense. The outcome didn't make sense. The people that got elected didn't make sense at all. So I'm hoping Marisa could share with us some information as to, I don't know if she can, is going to tonight. Again, had a loss in the family. Carlos, how you doing, man? Oh, awesome. Okay. ¿Qué pasa, Nazareo? Love you, Papa. Sir, what's his full name? Irvin Alberto Irving. Irving Alberto. That's the way he's posted. Good evening, Jimmy. How you doing, Mr. Lizondo? Still no sound. Good evening. Good evening. He just came on for the beauty factor. Good evening. ¿Qué onda, Julio? Man, Erasmo no se dice illegal. Sorry. I still call it illegal. Welcome to YouTube, Mr. Olivo. Hope you had a good spring break vacay. How was California, Frankie?
Um, it was mountainy. It was cold. It was fun.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Who you say?
Hey, how's it going, Carlos?
It's going. How you doing?
Pretty good. You got a nice view back there.
Oh, thank you very much. It's the haircut. It's the haircut.
Look
Oh,
at
you mean back there?
the scenery outside the window and those mountains. Yeah, it looks like Brownsville Mountains.
Beautiful mountains. Look at that.
Yeah. Frankie, how was California, Frankie?
Yes, Frankie. Tell us.
um, it was good. It was cold. It was fun. It
But no,
was
I mean, was there restrictions? How was COVID? Was there a lot of individuals out there? I mean, it is one of those states. What's going on?
they recently lifted the COVID restriction. There wasn't uh, before heading over there. There weren't allowing any dine-ins, no capacity. Um when I arrived, or a few days after I arrived, they put it at 25% capacity. So as of right now, they are lifting those restrictions. But again, everything is political. The governor of California has been,
We
uh, has been targeted, has been,
recall.
uh, they've been targeting him. It is an election year for him coming up, and many businesses have been,
He's
making outcries to saying that, hey, we need to make some money. The governor is impeding us from doing so. So I think the restrictions are being lifted because of politics. Unfortunately, again, there is mass vaccinations taking place all over the U.S. But again, we just had spring break. We saw pictures from Miami Beach, from South Padre Island. So, what will the numbers go back up in California, down here in Brownsville, in other areas, parts of the U.S. Possibly, but it's a wait and see game, I guess.
well, he's getting recalled. The governor of California is getting recalled. They've already raised over 2 million signatures. I think 2.2 million signatures, and they only need like a 1.7 million. So he's going to go through an impeachment, and he probably
That's New York, no?
no, sure, that's California.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah. Governor Newsom, I think is his name.
yeah.
He's going to go. Is getting impeached, and they're going to have an election actually because of the recall. Because of the recall. It's not so much an impeachment. The recall. The one that they're trying to get off the seat is Governor Cuomo from New York because of the sexual harassment charges out there and the deaths. But I guess I mean I don't want to get in trouble out there, guys. But I think that the focus should be on the deaths. I mean, I'm not trying to minimize the hurt, the pain that these women, 7 or 8 women, had
Mm.
gone through. But guys, you're talking about people's lives, you know, life or death, and people died in those nursing homes. And I'm just amazed that they're not making a big old hoopla about it instead of making a big old hoopla. Well, again, I don't want to sound insensitive to the people, to the females, or to the people that were sexually harassed. It's just I would think that the death of the people would be on the front burner. No,
Well, it
Carlos.
should be. Well, it should be. I mean, that should be one of the biggest things that they should be talking about. But again, everything's political. Everything's motivated by money. So whatever's selling, that's what's being pushed right now.
Sex sells.
Yeah, that's right.
I've tried, but nobody wants to pay me anything for it.
Te pago nicle.
What a difference, we have from back then to now. During the COVID crisis or pandemic, we saw Governor Cuomo every day, providing with all the latest information. Now we know it wasn't all factual information, or they were not presenting all the information. But I've heard many things. I've heard that this is being done by the Republicans trying to help Trump, because Trump's going to get indicted by the state of New York eventually, with his tax evasions and things like that. And now that he's not a president, he doesn't have that
Protection.
that blanket, that protection that he once did. And that's why they're saying that, oh, now these women are coming up and making these these allegations against the governor of New York. So a Republican governor could come in, and if bad comes to worse, and if we have President Trump being indicted, eventually we'll have the governor pardon him. But again, that's just speculation.
That's a big speculation. Now, let me say, okay, one of the things that really gets to me is that back then when he was coming out, I again, guys, I mean, I'm glad that people were coming out, but people were like endiosándose con él. Be like, oh, Governor Cuomo is awesome, and it literally went to his head, as that to the point where he was out there writing books and leadership and all this other stuff. Guys, he's a politician, guys. I mean, I'm surprised that a lot of people went pro Cuomo without actually understanding that that he was lying every single time that he opened his mouth, and lying in the stuff that now that they were praising him for. Except you don't see the media coverage in regards to out there calling him out for the big old lies that he was out there saying and dishing out every day during those press conferences that caused a lot of individuals to lose their life. But guys, at the end of the day, they're out for themselves. Politicians are out for themselves. El problema es de que las personas se endiosan con ellos. Se endiosan con ellos, and they'll vote for them, or they'll get them back into office for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But
Well, that's happening now, and at the city of Brownsville. I mean, we're coming up with an election right now that people are saying, you know what, I'm holier than thou, and that's why you should put me there. But in all actualities, what they've shown us is that they've failed to put the citizens of Brownsville first. They put themselves and their circle first before the majority. Just look at what's happening downtown. I'm all for downtown, but I just don't think downtown is all about Brownsville. There's other places in Brownsville that need the help too. Help all over the place, But you have one of the opponents, not even my opponent, but I don't care for the guy too much. I'll only tell you his initials, Ben Nice, el marihuano. So we can keep it in the reps.
okay,
But he hasn't done anything for the old people in his district,
no,
and that is one of the oldest districts there is.
no. It is, and let me say, Carlos, actually, they've actually voted against their citizens there in District 4. They voted against them, and they voted against them when the Fronton people went out there, and they requested the name change to their street back to what it was. Guys, I didn't get it back then. Guys, I wasn't running for city commission back then. I still sat there in the audience with them, guys. I sat with the Fronton people in the audience, guys. I sat there with them and I said, guys, whatever you need, I'm here for you. Because still America, guys, it is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, guys. If the people of Fronton Street in that district, Carlos, came out, got a petition, went to the meetings, they met with the commissioners, met with the city of Brownsville. I mean, they were very, very passionate about they wanted the name of their street. It's in their district. Why are we going to name it after someone that is a constant political donor, part of that political elite group out there? Why? I mean, don't the people have a say anymore?
Yeah. And maybe that's one part, but my biggest thing is not per se the name change, but the streets. There's a nursing home in that district that they have forgotten completely about during this winter storm. They were forgotten. There's a lot of special needs. It's not just a nursing home, it's a special need nursing home. They were forgotten, Erasmo. One of the biggest, most susceptible population is our special needs, and they forgot that these special needs individuals needed from the city of Brownsville, needed from the district, from District 4's, at least to go out there and see what they needed or what they didn't need, but to be without light and to have all these elderly people without light. And you remember those houses are old wooden homes. They don't have central heat or central air. And then if you don't have any light, and then to top it all off, Erasmo, what's going to happen? Their PUB, their PUB rates are going up like crazy.
Like crazy.
So now you didn't help them during this storm, but you're going to increase their PUB rates.
Well, you know
It
what?
was
Go.
it was unfortunate. I have a friend, Rene Hernandez, who was part of that fronton movement. Him and his family were very vocal out there, and it was very frustrating. You know, watching from the sidelines. Of first, they went to the city, and the city said, "Oh no, you need a petition. You need a certain amount of signatures." So they say,
Mhm.
"Okay, fine," and then they go and get those signatures, and then they come and present it, and like, "Oh no, well we need this, we need this." They always gave him that runaround. And it seemed like if they already had their mind set up that this street was already going to be McNair. So it was frustrating to see these individuals who are very passionate, who families who have years of living, walking those streets, being in that area, that's all they knew, Fronton Street, and to them it was a sign of disrespect. So it was hard to watch, honestly, guys, because it seemed like if uh, elected officials are put in place to listen to the will of the people. That is one of the reasons why I'm sure Erasmo Castro, Carlos Elizondo run, because you want to be that voice, you want to be that representative person to make sure that the needs, wants of the community is heard in the commission, in the school board, whatever elected office there is, and I didn't get that in that situation, and it's unfortunate that those individuals had to go through it because they did everything that was asked of them, and they still gave them the thumbs down.
It was unfortunate. I mean, I felt for them, and again, I wasn't running for city commission back then. I still stood with them. I sat with them. I talked with them, and I encouraged them, and I shared their information constantly and regularly, guys. It's just very, very unfortunate that they would be mistreated this way. But what Carlos says is right. The whole district is in shambles out there. But it's not just district. I'm sorry, it's not just District 4. District 3 as well. District 3 has not had representation in years. They haven't. I mean, I'm sorry. One of the things that the current commissioner is famous for is for being silent, is not saying anything, and missing meetings. Guys, I'm sorry, and I know he's a friend of Carlos, and I'm sorry about that, Carlos. But goodness
What
gracious, if you're going to be an elected official, a servant, a public servant, be a servant.
they call him Casper.
Casper the Ghost. Never seen or heard.
Yep, that's right.
No, it's unfortunate, man. The community places this big responsibility on your shoulders, and then you like brush it off and say, "Screw it." I'm
Yep.
here for the title. I just learned something. Do you know how much financial impact will the new immigration reform bill have on the U.S.? No, but I'm thinking it's going to bleed our economy. So if they grease up the judge with a hefty amount, she will get set free. Sylvia? No,
There's no way.
no way. Federal
That's
judge.
not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Good evening, Alinda. Good evening. Good evening. Wow. Yet more delay on clear response for this situation. Again, guys, it's just part of the push forward. I'm surprised that we haven't heard anything other in regards to Marisa's case. Again, I'm sorry that Marisa couldn't make it tonight. I understand that their family is going through a very, very difficult situation as to with the passing of their loved one. Hello,
Yeah.
handsome gentlemen. Thank you for the. This immigration will produce more than 80 billion in financial impact to our economy and taxes, in lowering food prices, anything that can work on socialized infrastructures. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Seeing is believing. I just don't see that working out for us that way. Rabbit, get him, Rabbit. Genuine question. Do you think y'all's record with the law contributed to your BISD loss? I know people who unfortunately didn't and won't vote. I'll answer. Uh, more power to them, guys. I think one of the situation that a lot of the individuals out there want to point out, they want to point out something that really is insignificant. And I'll share this with you, cousin. Because I've been very, very vocal in regards to it. Mine was a Class B misdemeanor, a Class B misdemeanor, and I got hell and a half. So if people want to, oh well, he's got a Class B misdemeanor. If that is that what people want to keep in mind when going out to vote, without taking into consideration that they're probably going to be losing millions and millions of dollars, more power to them, guys. At the end of the day, it's like shooting yourself in the foot, and having no hospital to run to, and not being able to run because you just shot your damn foot.
I I personally don't think so. I'll never say it publicly. The reasons why I think I lost. I have shared it with friends and family, but no, that's not the reason why. There are other reasons. I'm sure they'll come up later. But hey, it didn't turn out in my favor. There's always tomorrow. We live and we learn, and we get back up and keep on fighting for the community.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a hotel room. Don't take a while. Good evening, LA. Condolences to the Leal family. Yes, hearts out to the Leal family.
Condolences.
Good evening. Good evening. Bro, not even Stripes Taco was given. Did you guys get a callback? Okay. I don't understand. Anyone? Am I missing it?
I missed it too.
Good evening, handsome gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. The Three Stooges are back. Buenas noches, gente bonita. Welcome, Mr. Elizondo.
Welcome.
Good evening. Frankie was with La Silvia Cougar Action. Out of all the corruption, nothing ever gets settled or resolved fairly. California, New York, Brownsville. Yeah, it's a mess. It's great to see the three together again. We only need Vito. No. No, we don't. Vito, I miss you, Vito.
¿Dónde Vito?
I don't think Cuomo should quit. Sorry, but I see a rat trying to get him out because after 10 years as a great governor, now the ladies want him out. Where have they been for this? I don't know. Let me tell you, every single time I looked at Cuomo, he seemed a little bit prone to some stuff like that. He was just all, I don't know. He made it past at me. I don't know. Hey,
Hi, Yasmin.
Oh, well, guys, you are back. Good evening, Martita Hermosa. Quid pro Cuomo.
That's a good one.
No, hello, Carlos.
Hello.
Different city, same lies, 100%. Carlos going to save mode today. Going savage mode today. Yeah, because yeah, Carlos, what was the strategy? I was kind of curious because I know that the first times that we had you back on the game, you were like, everything's wonderful.
Everybody in District 3 race is awesome.
No, they're not. Why am I the only one out here telling the truth?
Por eso nadie te quiere, Erasmo.
Nadie me quiere, todos me odian, mejor me como un gusanito. Is that why I can't win elections anymore?
I think so.
Kick the bums off the sidewalk.
We're gonna do the opposite now.
Let me ask about this. What? Well, let's start by kicking out the bums out of city commission.
See, well, there's a bunch of them.
Huh?
There's a bunch of them.
Too many. Let me say, in regards to this, let me say, guys, I am frustrated with all these people out there panhandling for money on the corners. I'm sorry, guys. Somebody needs to get them off the corners. They're walking through the cars, asking for money. It's an accident waiting to happen. Guys, somebody do something. We have a panhandler ordinance, don't we, Carlos, in the city of Brownsville?
Yes.
No one enforces it.
It's not
Guys,
enough officers. Remember, Erasmo, these people here, the commission is not thinking about public safety. They're thinking about how much money they can put in their pockets. Simple as that. And that's just rampant. And I'm not gonna come out here and say that nobody knows what's going on. Starts with the mayor, it goes back with the commissioners. You have Ben Neese pocketing as much money as he can to put downtown into his business, into his home where he doesn't even live. And you got everybody else that follows his lead. So you look at where the attention has been. You're looking at over $150,000 for cameras that who is using downtown.
no one.
The people there that have the businesses, by all means, they have awesome, awesome restaurants, awesome bars. But again, not everything revolves around downtown. There's people on the other side, on the north side. There's people over there in District 4 who have that nursing home that's there that need help. They've got people whose streets are huge potholes for years in the country club. You go to the Villa de los Pinos, same thing over there. You're having issues over there on that side. I mean, you can go anywhere. You go to Southmost, there's having problems over there. The commissioner that won, that beat Rick over there, that promised all these things. What has she done? Absolutely nothing.
Thing.
What? And you just keep going, commissioner after commissioner after commissioner. Joel Munguia absent. He should have already been taken off the commission. Benny's not doing anything for himself. The mayor is over there just coming out on TV, national TV, think that that's what's going to get us through. Forget it, man. Your people here need you guys. And you failed to show leadership, especially when you've had these tests. The test is the freeze. The test is the PUB fiasco. The test is, the streets. The test is, Boca Chica going to crap. And now the businesses there on Boca Chica are going to have a hard time because nobody can turn around to get into their businesses. I mean, it's just one after another after another. The airport that has no planes flying out of it. Beautiful airport, I'm sure of it, but there's no planes flying out of it. I mean, just keep going and going. What have they shown? Fire department is falling apart. You have the chief that doesn't come to work. You have the president of the union has been out on 6 months of leave, and nobody tells him anything because he made a deal with Ben Neese. Then you have, I mean, it just keeps going on. And I can sit here for hours and tell you what is all bad with the city, but what is that good for us? We can't make those changes until we're there.
Yeah, and what you mentioned was really important. Look, guys, the panhandling situation is an issue. It is a safety issue, guys. Let me tell you, God forbid, guys, one of these days, one of these guys who's walking in between the cars is going to get hit. They're going to get hit, and the individual is going to get hurt, and the person that's driving a vehicle, going to work, taking their kids to school, are going to have to suffer the consequences of it, guys. So it's very, very, very dangerous. And I understand the problem with having not enough a police officer, something that Carlos mentioned in regards to the cameras downtown, guys. You know that they were going to be manned by individuals there at the police station on Market Square. They were supposed to have a satellite police station on Market Square. It's not empty. There's no officers to man it, guys. There's nothing. So where are the officers? They don't have the personnel. They don't have the equipment. They don't have the training. And they don't because our city commission has failed us. They failed our community as a whole. They failed them. But something that I went back and I told Carlos last time he was on, and I'll say this again, I tripped out because the union, the police officers union, they will go back out there and endorse Rose Gowan again. That's crazy, man. Crazy. Frankie had the situation.
She is one of them with the other commissioners that are going after their benefits. They're going after their insurance and their retirement. Not only the current employees, but now the retirees. So if the retiree leaves, he's not in the union anymore. He can't fight for his benefits. The current union has to do that, and they're attacking both sides. So what do you expect these people that are going to be there 30 years be able to retire with what? Nothing because the current commission is taking it away from them?
Nothing.
Please, come on, man.
Frankie Panhandlers.
That is correct. There is a city ordinance regarding the panhandlers. But again, if we have no police officers able to man them, we can't really enforce it. And I understand, we are dealing with COVID. COVID has been around for a year and a half. so they can't. It wouldn't be in their best interest to lock them up or put them in jail and then release them after a couple days, give them a fine. We need to do a better job of enforcing these ordinances, because if not, what are we doing? We're just wasting time, or we're wasting resources. Something has to be done. What can we do? I don't know. We need to provide a better system of providing help. Now, are these people drug addicts? Do they need jobs? Do we need that's what our city commissioners are supposed to do. Find those people within the city to help these individuals, maybe through education, through some type of workforce training. What is the need that they have? Because obviously they're there for a reason. And I always fight, amongst my head, like, should I give them $1? Should I not? Should I go buy them food? I feel bad after, but we never really ask, what can we do? Because honestly, throwing money at the thing, they're just going to go back to their substance abuse if they have one. Or, if we give them food, they don't even want the food most of the time. They're like, give me money, I don't want the food. So I'm like, really? And that happened to me one time. I went to go buy a burger. I gave him the burger and he's like, I don't want this. And I was like, what the hell? Like, well, then what do you want? He's like, well, I want money. So maybe we could do a better job of being more attentive. And I know it's like, oh, well, they're lost causes. People have given up on them so many times. But again, if we want to fix our streets, if we want to make Brownsville beautiful, if we want to beautify Brownsville, it is an eyesore. It is an eyesore being a beautiful city, having all the resources that we have to try and promote, come to Brownsville. We're trying to promote Brownsville, but at the same time, we're not really addressing the issues that we have in our streets. And again, what can be done? Rehab, workforce training, maybe
health.
take them to mental health. That's a big one. Maybe we can go take them to the Alsanam Center to provide food, shelter. I don't know, but just having this eyesore and not doing anything about it, it's really frustrating because people just say, we give up on them, and we shouldn't be that way, because we, especially individuals going for political office, you want to beautify the city, you want to give each and every resident of the city of Brownsville, that help that they need.
Well, look, man, and I'm sorry, going back into the mayor and to the city commission guys, the mayor's out there on national news, like Carlos mentioned, on national and international news, saying, the individuals coming across, the immigrants coming across, the people coming across. Guys, he wasn't elected by these people from Central America, South America. He was elected by the people of Brownsville to take care of our Brownsville problems. Mm-hmm. And let me say, guys, we need to take care of the individuals in our community that we have here already that are struggling with mental health issues. We have done nothing for them. Our vets, our veterans, guys, our homeless situation, we haven't attacked that which ails Brownsville at the heart of it, but we're sure as heck out there doing everything we can in regards to communications with our congressmen, our communications with the White House to see how we can help in regards to the individuals crossing illegally. How does that make sense to anyone, man? Let's take care of our Brownsville people first.
Yep.
We lost to Villanova, Frankie.
Saw that.
I don't know what that means. In the country club.
Yep. District 3. That's my promise right there.
Condolences to the Avitia family. Yes, very much so.
Super great family. Super.
A great guy.
Super.
Mr. Avitia.
100%.
A great supporter, I would dare say. A great guy. Passed away. Carlos, do we know what he passed away from? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know that it was very, very sudden, but I know that the guy gave, his entire life career was to the citizens of Brownsville.
It was
a pillar of this community, and the family as well. The wife is very nice lady. The sons are great people. He did an excellent job raising his family, and he did an excellent job as an employee of the city of Brownsville for so many years as a public servant. That guy was a true public servant.
a true public servant. And not only that, I mean, even after he retired or he left the force, I mean, he was out there volunteering at different,
Never stopped.
never
He
stopped,
never stopped.
always out there in the community, guys. Great, great, great guy. And I mean, my prayers out to the family. As that, I
Yeah.
forgot to mention it today. I found out about it during midday. That's why I didn't mention it in the morning. But very, very unfortunate. A
What
big
a,
loss for the city of Brownsville.
what a great lady for bringing that up right now. Love
Yes,
that lady.
she's okay. Totally
She's
thought Frankie was
beautiful.
wearing pearl earrings, but just noticed that they're AirPods. White background and the jacket made it harder to notice. I'm surprised he's wearing pants.
He's blending in.
Yeah, he's coming out of hiding. And what happened to the deal of Port of Brownsville? Big companies leaving because I actually
We're
I,
fighting.
I actually called today in regards to, there's three LNGs. The one that we're losing is not the biggest one. It's not the smallest one. It's right smack in the middle. It's gone. It's not happening. And my question was, what is the probability or the chance of us losing all the other two as well? And they said probably not likely, and that tells me that there's a possibility. According to what we read and what I was told was that the market wasn't there for LNG. Again, I don't completely understand what they do. I know that there's a lot of individuals out there, especially in West Brownsville, who are anti LNG. I think they're part of that West Brownsville bike and hike little club trail people or something. I don't know, guys. We need jobs. Our community needs good paying jobs. And let me say, one of the things that I was very critical on was on SpaceX and it producing jobs for individuals here locally. I to see a W-2 from SpaceX today. They pay okay, not so bad. And I'm going like, are they hiring? Although I shouldn't be looking for a job since I started to rake in some of the YouTube cash.
You need to teach me how to do that.
Ah,
You need to teach me how to do that.
no, no.
I saw.
I could just sit there and smile.
Frankie?
I saw. I saw a video that was at 17,000 views. I was like, "What the hell?" I saw it last night. I was like, "Cha-ching, cha-ching."
Which video was it? Was it of me?
No, it was the
boo.
video of the crash up in Dallas or
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
Guys,
Dallas Fort Worth area.
let me say, guys, I do want to thank you all. Thank you so much. A lot of it is because of your viewership, and it's kind of fun. I actually was deposited today in my account $410.
Yeah, no, you showed it to everybody.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, guys. Thank you, and it's all because of you, guys. Keep on liking that damn YouTube page, and guys, please keep on
I'm gonna
sending-
start one. I'm gonna start one.
No, there could be only one.
I'm just
All right,
gonna
guys,
sit there.
please continue to tell people to subscribe to that page, guys. Please, and please keep on giving me donations.
I'm just gonna sit there and say, everybody's awesome in District 3. Todos somos como hermanitos.
No es cierto. No, I mean, I'm excited, guys. Good evening, both of you have my vote. Thank you, Jessica. It's very exciting, guys, and it's like it's really rewarding because you come back and you go like, it's all thank you. It's all because of you. So, guys, keep on donating and keep on sending me cash.
You're probably thinking, why didn't I start this 5 years ago? That's what you're starting to say.
Preach. No, it's fun. It's fun. And again, guys, even if we weren't making thousands and thousands of dollars, they'll be out here $410 for 2 months. Bien contento. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited.
More than what I got.
I'm not going to promote RGB by responding to crazy accusations. I will say it was an eye-opener how desperate they are to stay relevant, defending Charlie by saying anyone who challenges the facts is Roman Perez, as you say. Come on, man. Yes, let me say, guys, I, 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 I did have a chance to speak with Linda in regards to what was happening. Uh, Look, guys, one of the things that I understand is in regards to individuals using fake profiles, covering up. We right now we just saw cousin It, Betty Rubble, individuals that use a pseudonym. Guys, a lot of the times people have no choice. They have to deal with working with the city, with the university. They have to deal with working with the district or with other school entities, guys. And there is retaliation here in the city.
Well, look what just happened to your co-host.
There is exactamente.
There's retaliation. There's retaliation, guys, and it's rampant. The city, the district, the county, the port, Southmost, Texas Southmost. It's all over the place, guys. That's why you need people in there that are not going to be in there, allowing that stuff to continue.
Well, and look, and that goes back into the finance. Look, more power to them, guys. Look, I've seen signs out there, a lot of signs of individuals running for office, even signs where they're not running for office, people putting up signs, guys. And let me tell you, guys, some of these individuals that are running these campaigns, these races, guys, they have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest on a non-paying position, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us don't. Carlos, what are your plans for this race? What do we plan to do?
Hopefully win. I mean, Erasmo, obviously, if we don't, that's because of the people's choice. But same thing's gonna happen. Just like what is happening at BISD. People said, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote for them because they're always talking about the negative stuff." Well, there you go. You elected everybody except the people who were gonna make the true change for BISD, and look where BISD is. Same thing's gonna happen with the city. If they don't go out there and vote for myself, for you to get in there and make these changes. Some people say, I can't vote for him. Vote for him. Have him prove you wrong and enforce you get him out instead of already knowing that you already have someone in there that's working against the system, working against the employees, taking away their benefits, taking away their insurance, not providing the money where it needs to go, but just into their pockets, into these special pet projects. Change that at least once.
Let me say this. One of the things that Papa hears at church a lot. When Papa goes out there and preaches, and he goes, deben de amarse, deben de amarse, deben de amarse. And then someone says, oiga, pero ya siempre está predicando lo mismo. And then Papa goes, bueno, ¿ya se aman? No, entonces hay que seguir predicando. Let me say, Mario Eduardo, you may say, oh, blame. It's not blaming, guys. I'm hearing the same noise from you guys again. Let me tell you, Mario Eduardo, if you're on here, you're going to be hearing it every single day, because every single day we constantly get screwed over as a community.
And we're not talking about not taxing. You have to tax. That is something that we're never going to get away with. Okay,
Yeah,
but you're not going to sit here and lose $28 million from PUB because they made some stupid moves. And then you have to tax more. That's what we're talking about. Don't tax anymore. No. Eliminate the expenses that these people are making erroneously. Because now you have to cover the 28 million. How are you going to cover the 28 million deficit from PUB? Erasmo, how are you going to do that? Simple answer.
Increase the rates.
That's it.
That's just what's going to happen. But look, Mario Eduardo. Look, guys. We're out here questioning what happened to the 25 million. The bridge to nowhere at the port. And you could say, well, that was 10, 12 years ago. Going through it, Carol?
It's a hurricane.
Guys.
What is that?
25 million, guys. 25 million. Guys, 25 million that we lost in that bridge to nowhere, guys. So what, do we just stop talking about it because all we're doing is blaming the port or blaming the ratas? No, we got to constantly be reminding folks, guys, there's an issue here. It's a constant issue. It's something that hasn't ended. It's a constant. We're constantly getting screwed over. Millions. And I'm not talking about a couple $100,000, a couple, $200,000 like Carlos has. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars that we'll never ever see again as a community. A mí se me hace que esa casa en el Country Club que tiene como 10 banderas de F. Biden es de Hitler Biden. Hello, my three handsome guys. Hey. And we need two more and we can sell hamburgers. When is the next race for city mayor? 2 years.
If he lasts,
Needs to be that. If he doesn't get indicted.
that's right.
I miss Maggie. Muchos. What do you have against Frankie or Carlos?
That's right, Jimmy. What did I do to you?
Just to answer your previous question, the Fronton people, they got the people that live on Fronton Street got the name changed off their street from one day to another. They went and they filed a petition. They protested. They want the name changed back to Fronton. City refused. Said, screw you. Hello, a little bird told me that Chavelo is wanting to make mandatory the return of all students the last 6 weeks. Really? Este arroz ya se quemó. Stay home.
You can't make anything mandatory.
Some of the messages that he's making the principals send out there through social media is that individuals have to come back onto campus for testing. It's not true, guys. It's not true. It's not mandatory, folks. Don't do it. Chabelo está loco con su catapicia. Con su mi cuat. Mendes gotta go.
Can't mend this.
Maggie needs to be added on this trio. Well, sorry. We'd love her to be on. Let me tell you, there are many more guilty of being of the wrong side of the law. They just haven't been caught. And if they were, they gave them a free get out of jail card. Oh, let me tell you guys, I still have faith that there's more indictments coming in regards to Sylvia.
There sure is.
Many more. Good evening, Sebastian. No, hello. Not hello. Hello. And Carlos.
Halo.
Halo. Oh, your Halo from last time.
Mira, aquí está.
That's funny.
Vito is the mic owner, so he's now getting better internet now. And Aldo, you had no problem with immigration till churches started receiving funding for them. Don't be a hater, be a participator. I'll go request for the behalf of your church. Come visit me, bro. You're ordained. Yes. Deal. Sale. And Aldo,
it's going to be interesting to see what how the city responds to it, because Border Patrol can't handle the influx of people coming over, so they're just releasing them, if I'm not mistaken. They're not even deporting them. So where are these people going? So it's going to be interesting to see how the city, how y'all will be addressing the issue moving forward, because we do have a lot more people coming in, and what could be done, because places like the Olsenam Center can only do so much.
They're gonna go to immigration centers, so they're not gonna go to the albergues like the Azanam Center is.
Albergues.
They're gonna go to immigration centers, especially for the kids. That's where the money is.
Sounds better than that long ass name. RGB talk. Good evening, gentlemen. Saludos, Carlos.
Hey, Joe, how you doing, Joe?
Campaign expense reports. Those are the answers to the questions. Hundreds of thousands of dollars for non-paying positions. Really? It's crazy. And look, and take into consideration, like in the city commission races, guys, they reported, Carlos, over $100,000. You think that's all they spent? No. They spend a lot more than $100,000, guys. But people se van por the flair of it all.
Well, people forget. Remember that, Erasmo. They did something. It's gonna hit that big old wave or that peak, and then a couple of months it's over. Just like you have, and I go back to Ben Nees because he's a perfect example. When he went and he beat his wife, he beat his wife. He got arrested, got put in jail. They should have fired him from the city, right? Because not only did they catch him with narcotics, but he also blamed his young child for having those narcotics in his bedroom when the cops came in to get him. But he beat his wife.
How many people out here would actually say that they would go vote for someone after they knew that they beat a woman? Yet he still won, and then he's running again. He's a wife beater. That's something that he's always going to carry. He's a wife beater. I don't care how he does it, just like a pedophile. He's a wife beater. You know, I have 3 girls. My wife, if someone beat on them, guess what? They'd be beating themselves. This guy beat his wife and got arrested for it, and it's okay. Let's just give him a pass. Let's just go ahead and put him in a position to where he's going to decide for many women in our society, in our district. Come on, guys, really?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be surprised at a lot of the stuff that a lot of these folks get shoved under the rug. It's not right. And again, they some of these politicos, they'll never make the front page of the Herald. And let me tell you, I've been on the front page of the Herald many times for a lot less than beating up people.
2 people don't deserve forgiveness. Pedophiles and wife beaters, man.
Yeah. Police is severely understaffed. Why? Is that decided by city commissioners? Yes.
100%.
100%. The driver's life will be changed forever, though no fault of their own. The panhandlers are out there on their own risk, pobrecitos. But you're right. Yeah. Can you imagine? And I've shared this, Frankie. My greatest fear is running over someone that runs in front of you. You know, I mean, I imagine it would be devastating. And unfortunately for us, these people, guys, are literally walking amongst the vehicles. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Right.
I agree, Mr. Carlos. I commend for those same issues about commissioners, and we are referred to as thorns in the side because we want them to be responsible, be here for the community. That's all we can ask. I apply to man the cameras, pero luego me la paso mirando.
This guy.
Why won't you guys run for county commissioners?
Because we won't win. We got to win this one.
Yeah,
if we don't win, then we'll run for something else.
Frankie, your margarita is getting hot down here at the pool. Frankie, mándale mensaje.
I will.
Fortunately, having police constantly deal with the panhandlers is a waste of resources, as they have to babysit them after their arrest, whether they go to the hospital, etc. Yeah, but what are we going to? We have to do something about it, cousin. It. Think of it. It is a danger, man. It's a safety issue. It is a danger for those themselves, and it's a major issue for anyone that might bump them or hit them or run them over. Something has to be done. You know, we can't just go like it's the same thing with the illegals. No, pues ya más déjalos a ver qué pasa con ellos.
Cálmate, Trey Mendez.
Hey, I'm getting ready to run for mayor. Well, they need money for the other things. Some don't want food because they have been people who mess with their food, so they don't trust the food you bring. It's not the same situation for every homeless. Some have gotten out due to mental illness or much skill and that dropped out of the system. I agree 100%. Conspiracy theory. What if the people from Central America did vote for Trey and now he's returning the favor? Did police just waste time busting small petty crimes? FBI busting.
It's true.
Ay, Silvia. Oye, Carlos, I ran into the Sylvia Atkinson clan on Sunday at Brownsville coffee shop. We're going, oh.
Did they say hi?
Maybe they didn't recognize me because I had my face mask on.
Yeah, right.
They don't want food, Frankie. They need money to buy their rocks and other paraphernalia.
Rocks.
Damn, Sam's well versed in this stuff.
¿Cómo sabe, Sam?
Good evening, fellas. Puro Peanuts gang. I'm late. I'm Marisa with the evidence. No show. I want to know what Frankie thinks about how the BISD board is doing, especially his former opponent.
Um, it's a mess. Unfortunately, it's a mess right now. It seems like if they can't come together for whatever reason. Um, I personally like my elected officials to be vocal. I like them to be out there helping the community. Uh, it seems like if these people prefer photo ops, that they think that just by taking a picture, them standing and taking a picture of I don't know, the vaccination or going to a track meet is going to say, oh, I'm doing everything possible. Again, it's only been 3-4 months. Uh, give it time, but as of right now, I haven't heard from them. I don't know what their agenda is. Like I said, I personally like somebody to be vocal, somebody to be active, somebody to be known. If anybody asks me a question like, "Oh, how is this board doing?" or "In what direction are they going?" or "What promises have they fulfilled?" And again, it's only 3 or 4 months, but what are they doing to get to that goal of theirs? And I don't see that from anyone. So that's just personally me. I would want them to be more vocal, more active. Photo opportunities are great, but what change are they doing within our community? That's something that I want to be addressed.
Well, I'll answer part of that question. Let me say, guys, what a mess. But let me say, I mean, three of us are here. Three of us ran for BSD. Let me say, guys, we warned you about all this mess. We warned you about attrition, and guess what? Attrition's happening. We
Mhm.
warned about no plan. Sure enough, was no plan. We talked about them rushing individuals back onto campus, and guess what, guys? That's exactly what's happening. So don't go out there, people, and say, "Oh, well, we didn't know that they were going to do this." We told you. We warned about attrition. We warned about sending everyone back onto campus, forcing everyone back onto campus. We warned about the individuals losing the job were going to be at the bottom of the barrel, not at the glass palace up there, guys. Those people are not going to lose their $275,000 a year jobs. They're not. You are. But that is what you voted in. It's that simple.
Yep.
Entiende, the funding available was for immigrants, not to help the city. That was like get exactamente, guys. Guys, you know what? And I'm surprised people are like, oh, we're going to get a lot of money coming our way. Let me tell you, this money is going into the pockets of the politicos again. Again, we don't benefit from it, guys. How much money have we gotten from FFA? Is it FFA?
¿Qué es eso?
FFA is the
No,
Future High
Farmers
School
of America, o qué?
no, isn't it the future?
Future Farmers of America.
What is it? The one that gave money for the airport? FFA? Was it the FFA? No.
FAA.
Eh?
FAA.
FAA.
Ah! And I said FFA.
The Future Farmers of America. ¿Te acuerdas de la Porter?
Future Efforts of America. Okay, I'm getting it off the subject now. Guys, money. Save the koalas. Feed the koalas.
¿Dónde están los
that in a while.
elefantes? Ay, ay, ay.
Give us back our elephants. Irving, he disappeared after he was proven incorrect with everything he said and claimed. Isn't it trippy that Irving dad didn't show up? Oh, y'all didn't see it. Y'all weren't here.
Who's Irving?
And my camarada, the one that came on the leftist progressive.
Hombre.
You didn't. Y'all, God, man, y'all have missed out on so much for not being here.
I know.
Todos los comerciales que nos haces ver, unos son como de media hora. Guys, I need that money.
Todo por 5 centavos lo que hace la gente.
LNG plants affect my community. Our kids will be breathing a lot of those chemicals during fracking. We need the jobs. Saca las cookies. I actually will have cookies next Monday.
Vale más.
Who's commissioner of Robindale and Jaime Zapata? That is
La
District
güera.
2. Yeah. Carlos' friend.
My best friend. Because we're all good.
Yeah. All great candidates in District 3. Shark Tank! Carlos, where are you? Puro lightning show behind you.
Es lo que yo uso para poder que me lleguen los votos. I'm giving you the stuff in the background. No more piano. I'm going to put in lightning. Maybe I can win now.
It's a green screen.
That's right.
I wanted to come out on the Erasmo show because watching Maggie motivated me too. After I saw what happened with the whole sabbatical, I decided I made the right call to keep it.
Quédate, Snoopy, Snoopy.
Snoopy! Come on, Snoopy! We must be hiding and telling what is going on because we have been retaliated against by companies. Poor Maggie is the best example. Now I can speak my mind without fear of hiring a lawyer or for crap. Betty Rubble. Name sounds familiar. Más vale nuevo por conocer que viejo por conocido. El cambio es necesario. No más. I know what is Frankie wearing.
He's wearing the,
Se vino de California vestido como a Navy-year-old.
no, man, he's like go gadget uniform.
He mugged a detective.
Habla, man.
El Carlos should bring some of that rain to the valley. Do you know if kids will have to go back in person this school year? Yes. They're going. They don't have to. They're going to do their best to force people to come back onto campus. Right. What's the city plan in regards to the immigrants who have tested positive? There is no plan.
Put them on buses and send them into the U.S.
Send them into the United States.
That's what the mayor said on national news.
That's crazy, man. Chabelo, La Minervona, Trash Mendes. We got some clowns.
But then what? The city's paying for the bus trip, isn't it?
Let me tell you, somebody's paying, and I'm sure that we are dishing.
Who's paying for the testing? The city?
City. Is it for where you live, Carlos, or are you not in Brownsville right now, Carlos?
I'm in District 3, where we're all good candidates.
All great candidates in District 3.
All of us.
Not in at large race. My opponents suck.
Nomás los que usan bicicletas.
My opponents suck. If you vote for my opponents,
Erasmo, they ride bicycles.
Oh, all good candidates in at large V. No, they suck. Dislike the damn guys. Like the damn page. How you guys doing? Hey, talk show Central RGB style. I didn't know Ben Neese had a record.
Yes, he does.
I can't vote city. Y'all need to be in the county. Yeah, but we still need you to motivate individuals in the city.
That's right.
Well, if you get a panhandle in your car, then the question will be, who will be the bug and who will be the windshield? If Trey Mendes is really cool, how come he walking turd? Walking turd? Is this episode sponsored by Powers Fight? Otis!
This guy's got them all.
Otis was out there putting flyers on the windshields.
Con las hojas sucias.
The penis. You forgot peanuts. And regarding the immigrants, they need to demand everything they're demanding from us to their own country. Hell yeah. La Ratas already took most of the money. That's why no one can do anything about anything. ¿Y qué se puede hacer sin dinero?
True.
Que se roben el poquito que les quedó.
Sí.
Eduardo, I was starting to like you before today. Erasmo wants to be the future farmer. It's the damn FFA's fault. Saca las vacas del corral. Coche. Saca las vacas
de la salieron las cabras. Se te salieron las cabras.
The FFA. Future farmers of America.
¿Con razón no hay aviones?
And in the morning news, Erasmo lost the farmer vote.
See,
The FFA vote. I saw an article that FEMA was refunding funeral expenses to the closest kin, but only if the deceased was labeled as COVID death. Yes, it's very, very true. The program won't start till after April. You can apply through FEMA for any expense of anyone that has passed away from COVID. You just have to make sure that they pass away this year. I think it's this year, January to the present, and you will be reimbursed up to $7,000. But the application process does not begin till April. What happened to Maggie? Chihuahuas.
está dormido.
La Maggie todavía me cayó, pero se la bañaron los de VISD con la pobre Harry Potter twin. And I was watching a show from September. You three are throwbacks. Thank you. What? Good call, Snoopy. They will call you Roman for supporting Erasmo. Let me tell you one thing's for sure. Roman is definitely not an Erasmo supporter. Y el FFA! ¿Qué te pasa? Irvin was a total idiot. But true. Sorry, but true. Irvin should come pick up the immigrants and take them to Oregon. Some Frankie Carlos, Erasmo in that order.
What's up, Ozzy?
How come I got mentioned last, Ozzy?
Like always.
Huh?
Estás como los marranos.
What about Frank? Why is Frankie getting mentioned first?
Porque Frankie's guapo.
That's Glass Cougars love. Frankie knows.
Just ask Sylvia.
Trash Mendes! That's Sylvia. Why does the American Border Patrol guard take Xanax to stop Hispanic attacks?
Sí.
¿Qué te pasa, FFA? I'm not going to lay that one down. Hola, guapos. Ilvi, Elena, hermosa. Brownsville doesn't have an airport. Shut it down. Everyone use Harlingen. Frankie, what's your take on the McAllen airport getting flights into Monterrey?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Brownsville is referred to as an international airport, but yet we do not have any international flights, if I'm not mistaken. McAllen, the city of McAllen, just announced that their airport will be having direct flights to Monterrey. So again, we will be seeing, I guess, a dip, if we haven't already, of travel to our area. So that's something that we recently heard of. Hopefully, that will motivate the city of Brownsville to try and seek deals with other destination cities to try and bring revenue or to promote Brownsville in general. But that's the latest that we have. Direct flights from McAllen to Monterrey. I think it's $200, if I'm not mistaken. So and it's true. Everybody uses McAllen. Everybody uses it whenever they go to Vegas. They go to McAllen, and the Harlingen Airport. Everybody uses the Harlingen Airport. I have yet to hear of somebody using the Brownsville Airport. Is it up and running already? I know they opened it, but is it? Do they have flights? I haven't heard anything from the airport.
I think they do have a couple of flights. Carlos, you heard anything? I think they have a couple of flights, but nothing.
I didn't have the orange ticket.
I didn't have the orange ticket, put a blue ticket, like your blue microphone.
Yep.
Put the immigrants on the bottom of SpaceX hopper to catch it with this big Sam's Marcos. If they survive the explosion, still. El Frankie con el trench coat, morning, las milfs.
Morning.
Morning. Did you? He's doing the Cuomo, the Brownsville Cuomo. Did y'all hear about what happened in Colorado? This is why I'm against civilians owning AK. Yes. There was an active shooter and did shoot up some people. Was it at a shopping center?
10 people dead. Yeah, shopping center. He did get arrested, but
yeah, the guy looked kind of horrible. But I mean, guys, guns don't kill people, guys. It's the crazy people that kill people, guys. Let me say, I think one of the things that we experienced some time back is you don't necessarily need a gun to go out there and do your dastardly deed.
Nope.
Uh, by a Lopez supermarket. Trey Mendez is El Mark Anthony de Matamoros. You revealed Hitler Vixen's full name in one of your episodes last week. Hitler Vixen. Hitler Biden? I don't think I did. What do you call two illegals playing basketball?
Chinga.
Now that's unacceptable. I got offended. Cow. FF.
FFA.
Hitler Biden must have been the only one that didn't like Maggie. As far as I'm concerned, everyone liked her on here, including myself. She brought lots to the table. El que le cae gordo es el Hitler Biden. I got a scholarship for FFA, but I didn't want to take it because I see myself with overalls. Hey, sometimes overalls. Y'all need a street interview and just see what the public says about their views on Brownsville. That's good to do. Was it all in $1 bills? Bring back Wowie tacos to boost our economy. You should run for city commissioner.
Yep.
I've never been called Roman, so I don't know what Linda is talking about. As long as Erasmo knows I'm not Roman, I'm good. He wouldn't be getting snacks if I was Roman. I love those snacks. I don't know why the commissioners, mayors no tienen vergüenza cuando mira a otros cities getting better stuff. Like, where's the pride of them representing our city? 100%. Guys, Frankie looks like a detective.
Inspector Gadget.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the active shooter also had enough for the day and was having a bad day too. You look, guys, in defense of the Atlanta officer, guys, it's a stressful situation. You know, they're asked to go out there and give a statement. It's a stressful situation, guys. You know, sometimes a lot of folks are better prepared of talking on the cuff. You know, speaking on the cuff. Some folks aren't. You know, and I mean, I got the gist of what he was trying to say. You know, it was not a good day for the guy. You know, I mean, I don't think he was trying to make light of the situation. What I hate was that the media went out there and tried to find something in his previous posts and Twitter and Facebook to try and classify him as a racist. That's ridiculous, guys. That's ridiculous. We've all shared something other that we wish that can be misinterpreted as racist, sexist, misogynist, or homophobic. Because let me tell you, one of the things that I've had to deal with here in the city of Brownsville is for a while there, some people in the gay community were saying that I was homophobic. I said, like, me? Homophobic? How? When? Where? Why? FFA. Ya, cómprenle el mic a Frankie. Real positive, Frankie. Roman wants to sell you his mic.
Barato.
These shooters have hate in their heart. If you've got hate in your heart, you've also committed murder in your heart. That's what we preach about. I always never got the chance. Always is awesome. When have you seen a Latino active shooter?
Never.
Well, no, we did have a couple of serial killers that were Hispanic, no?
I don't think so.
Yes. Come on, guys.
They're probably just getting back at the family.
Too soon.
Frankie is dressed like a doctor scientist. Why does McAllen get the cool stuff? Because Team WWE goes to McAllen and Brownsville gets
No.
gets ¿cómo se llamaba? El de la Southbox. El brazote.
And, you know, the next comment is a good one. We should do that one day.
What?
We should do that. We should
Do
do
a
that.
segment of street interviews for what people would like to change.
Let's go do some street. Let's go do some street interviews, man.
Huh?
Let's go do some street interviews.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Maggie is a cussy lady, but retaliation is a cruel thing. No, Snoopy, I would never accuse you of being Roman. That's what happened to me. My guess is that who I support was the only reason I took a beating on Manny's show last night. Yikes. Cousin It, only in California, only in Califas. Mario, you know what? Mario Eduardo looks like the typical Califas person. No? Like if he came out in that movie, Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh,
No era Miklos, no era Miklos.
Sorry, Mario Eduardo. Just because you threw me a bad comment.
that's the thing.
Does he look a little bit like one of those guys that, you know, no?
You're stereotyping, sir.
Oh, that won't give me an election one? Are they because we're trying to switch from Porter to
Malo.
they were playing soccer. At least we got a championship.
2.
At least we got a state soccer championship. I was going to say something that I probably was going to regret, but I'm going to
Don't
say
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm going to say it when
Don't say it.
I'm going to when our soccer team got to go to state. 75% of the team couldn't go. Frankie, why did you stop me from saying that?
I couldn't.
That's it. Richard Ramirez, a serial killer. That's the guy I was thinking about.
Ya, Erasmo. Ya se acabó el show. Go back to your FFA. Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. It's a little bit funny, no?
Good night, Snoopy. Good night.
Snoopy's leaving.
¿Ves?
Blood in, blood out. Vatos locos forever, bro. Are mostly white. No fui a la escuela yo, bendigo chiste. Hey, bro! My niece, I love you. Well said, happy birthday, Sharky. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sharky. Happy birthday to you. Why do they stay away from downtown Brownsville, 14th Street at night? Frankie? Because dude looks like a lady. Los de Pieter, they say start at Porter, finish at
¿Dónde Vito?
Sorry.
Yeah, where's Vito?
Vito, where are you? Cuando ganó Porter Chapman, los dejaron. They didn't go in us, so they were cleaning up the other.
Chinga. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys. I love you guys. You know I love you. Frankie, last words.
Happy Monday, guys. Have a good week. Be safe out there.
Y Erasmo the only one laughing. Sorry, Carlos Moral.
Ya perdí la elección. Erasmo, gracias.
Yeah.
Everyone's nice in this street.
We all are told. Ya valió.
Now there's only 2 now.
Carlos, last words.
Stay safe, guys. Remember, it's not over yet.
Okay, below the belt, lucky. Guys, have a great day. Evening, guys. Face covering, social distance, hand sanitizer. Guys, besides getting blasted tomorrow on the by hate pages, It's gonna be okay, guys. I think it's gonna be okay, guys. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, guys, have a great evening. See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Guys, be good to each other. Please continue to be good to me. God bless.